Well, welcome. My name is Robert Kempen. One of the things that I'm going to be talking about today is as a real estate investor, what you want to do is have a point of reference that you can refer to kind of get your questions answered. The reason why I'm showing you this is I have information that I need, whether it be for my IMA deals that I'm doing or my real estate deals that I'm doing. There's different places that I've got to go to, and sometimes they're not all in one place. So, what I think Google does is offer us a lot of these tools that are available to us for very inexpensive, oftentimes free cost. And so, one of the things I want to go over is what I call my reference points. Now, the idea is really for you to build this yourself. So what I'm going to show you is some basic things that you should have on it, and I'm going to walk you through how to do your own website. So what I do whenever I start is I want to get organized. So for me, these are files that I've opened up, but if you come here, I have my company websites, and then I have right here, I created my reference point. And what you do is you right click, Windows going to pop up, and you click new folder, and you just put, my ref my reference point folder, and there you go. It pops up. Now if you need to get rid of it, you right click on it and you can remove it. Because I've already created one, we're just going to go into it. Again, I would name your folder my reference point and click on it. Now, as you can see here, I've created a website. When it comes up, you're going to see a little icon here up in the left. That's a website and a publish, and I've actually put my reference point. I'm going to come back to this in a minute. I'm going to close this out. But what we do to start a website is you go up here to new, and where it says more, a window is going to open up. And right here where it says Google Sites, you're going to click Google Sites. Now, when you do that, what is going to happen is you're going to see up here, it's going to say untitled site. What you're going to want to do is title your site. Okay. What I'm going to do is copy it and paste it just to make it easy. And you can play around with the site format if you want. As you know, up here it says my reference point. This will actually show up on your website URL, so I'll show you what this means. So I'm going to change it to my reference point for Robert Kempen. Okay, so you can do things like change image, either upload an image, go to a URL, whatever. You can play around with this. I'm not really going to get into the theme of stuff. I'm going to use more the functionality. So one of the things that you're going to want to do on your reference point sites is you're going to want to come up here to the right side, and you're going to want to click text box, and you can write stuff in here. This is Robert Kempen's personal reference point. Okay. You can also insert an image. Go to my albums. If you have any albums, you can insert an image. I'm just going to put a house. So for me, there's a house. We're just going to select the house. So what you can also do is you can add a text again. So as soon as you click on an image or an upload, it'll come here. What you can do is drag and place these anywhere. It's very similar to a WordPress site. Say this is my rental rental house. And again, you can edit it very simple. Again, I'm not going to get into the aesthetics. What I'm trying to share with you here is what how to basically use this site. Let's see. So what you can do from this point is come to the top right where it says pages, click pages, and you can add pages. So from here, I'm going to have a forms page. And I'm going to put real estate forms. I'm going to add a page called IMA. And add a page called real estate. And IMA websites. Now, when you notice this, I'm going to go ahead and actually put this, I'm going to click this preview button, and what's going to happen is we're going to look at this as a live point. If we go to home, it's going to go to my reference point, and there's my website. Up here is forms. Go to my forms page, go to my real estate forms page. Again, we didn't put anything in there. IMA. And as you can see at the top here are all the tabs that we put out. This icon will show you how these will look on a cell phone. This is how it'll look on a cell phone, so it's really meant for being mobile app ready. So this is how it would look on my cell phone. This is how it would look on an a handheld device, tablet, and then this is how it looks on a computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this out, and it's going to take us back to the editing page. Now, on the editing page, what I'm going to do is I want to have an IMA page, I want to have my real estate page, and I want to hide these other pages. So I'm going to put my IMA websites for reference. I'm actually going to, I don't really want this to show up at my top, so I'm going to come here and I'm actually going to hide the navigation. Okay. Now here you can make a large banner, small banner, or title only. We're just going to keep it title only. What I'm going to do is you click back to insert, and I'm going to insert a text box. And here I'm going to put IMA websites. Okay. I'm going to bullet point it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a link. So I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to click this button here, and I'm going to create a link. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my IMA websites. So it's going to, and I'm going to hit apply. Now that's going to be an active link. So what's going to happen is, as you can see here at the top, the IMA page no longer is visible, but I'm now referencing it from my IMA page. So I'm going to do the same thing with my real estate form. I'm going to put that, I'm going to hide it, and I'm going to go into my real estate site. Again, I'm under the Pages tab. Once you've highlighted the individual tab, say Real Estate tab, you then got to go to Insert to insert either a picture, and let's insert a picture here. Let's see. All right, let's go to just choose this one again. All right, and I'm gonna put down here real estate forms. Okay, bullet point it, add a link. Now again, you got to highlight the link to add this. I'm going to go to real estate forms and highlight it and hit apply. And now I know it's applied. Just for fun, I'm going to actually shift this up here. So it's going to be at the top. And I don't want this. So I'm actually going to come over here and I'm going to get rid of this picture. I'm just going to keep it a simple site. Again, my reference point is really just for you. You can make it cosmetic, but I don't recommend it. Just make it functional for you to use. So now go back to pages. It's hidden. You see real estate, IMA, and forms. Well, forms is too general. I'm going to actually remove this page from my site. So I'm going to hit remove. So now when you see my site, I have multiple pages. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. But 2 of them are hidden. And when we look at it, we actually get a pretty easy form. Now, at this point, you can put these links down here somewhere, but most of your links to your IMA forms are going to be right here. And if I click IMA websites, then it comes to my IMA website. Again, go to real estate forms, then it goes to my real estate forms websites. Now, as you're going, you're taking the education, you're finding some stuff. This is a good place where you can start building your own personal reference points for your business and your real estate transactions. What I'm going to go over next is how to basically set up a form for you to capture either buyers' names or actual, people you want to stay in contact with. But this was just a general overview of how to actually set up a website. So before I go, there's one thing that you've got to do. You've got to actually publish the website to make it live. So what you're going to do is once you have your website set up, you're going to hit publish. Now, when you publish the website, you have the option to allow the site to appear in search engines. I don't want to, but note that it may appear in other engines other than Google. They're searching the internet for stuff, so that's their prerogative. You're going to name it whatever you want. RWK. I'm going to say RWK my RP, my reference point. Okay. If there's a check here, it means you're allowed to take this site, and I'll tell you what that means here in a minute. You click publish, it takes a few minutes, then it's published. So, what does it look like? Well, here's what it looks like, but that's not really what it looks like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up an incognito window, because there's a little trick that Google doesn't really tell you. You're going to actually have a website on Google. So Google's hosting this website for you. What you're going to do is you're going to get that website that you just put in. So the URL that you're going to have is going to be sites, sites, .google.com /view / and then whatever you put in. So I put in RWK, my reference point, and I'm going to hit enter. That's your official site you want to give to other people or other places. Now, when you have that, this is what your site's going to look like for everyone to view. So remember whatever name you give your site, because you got to remember it when you start looking for it. Makes it easier for you, but that's how you set up your own website.